We're gonna jump over to Bedford. So as we zoom in here to Bedford, one of the biggest, I would say, pros about Bedford, if you're a traveler, it's very close to the Dallas-Fort Worth airport. The main roads that's gonna go through Bedford is an expressway. So I guess that could be a con, because the main road out of here, you would have to get a toll pass to actually have easy access, well, in and out of Bedford. But there are also little side, kind of a pro and con to that is you could have that expressway to easy access in and out, or you could just take that side outlet road and it'll pretty much do the same thing. Still some stuff to do here. There's the Moxley Manor. There's a haunted house here, so that's a cool place to go to. If you're living in Bedford and working in Fort Worth, it's a little bit closer. You're taking the 183 to the 121 and you're in downtown Fort Worth. So that's definitely a perk about living right here in Bedford, is you're super close to Fort Worth. So let's go ahead and jump over and check out the affordability for living in Bedford. Very affordable here in Bedford, $360, $480, $263. You could get something in Bedford for $263. This is a 2-bedroom, 1-bath that is 1,038 square feet. So if it's just you coming in here, or you and one other, you got 2 bedrooms, and it was built in 1986. It was actually listed for $260 and sold for $263. So got a nice little entryway, not really an open concept. And again, you are gonna be close to the Dallas-Fort Worth airport. So, you could also use this as an Airbnb for people coming in and out, buy it as like an investment, and for somebody to have quick, easy access to the Dallas-Fort Worth airport. All right, let's see what else is out there. Let's see, so we've got some 553 here. Let's check that one out. So this is a 4-bedroom, 3 full bath, and it's got 2,756 square feet and was built in 1977. It would require what's called the lead-based paint addendum, just because it was built before 1976. So you've got a nice pool in the backyard. Got some odd-shaped rooms, but it's unique. Laundry room, wide open kitchen with a nice farm style sink, upgraded counters and cabinets. Get you a little fireplace there. It was on market for $557 and it sold for $553 and $710. Let's see what $710 will get you. So it was originally listed for $689,900 and it sold for $710,000. So it seems to be the trend that what properties are listed for, they're selling for a little bit more because it's kind of a more sought after area. Because like I was going back to earlier, we are a little bit closer to the Dallas-Fort Worth airport. So this is very modern. But yeah, it was originally listed for $689,900 and sold for $710. Again, it's 3 bedrooms, 2.5 baths, and has 2,846 square feet and was built in 1977. And let's jump over and check out the market trends. So for Bedford, the original listing price over the last 3 years was $382,250, while the median home sold price was $387,000. $382,250. It's being sold for $387,000, being sold over the past 3 years for a little bit more. And then the month's supply of housing inventory, again, a high demand area, because the housing inventory over the past 3 years is averaging only 1.9 months. So this is definitely a higher demand area, again, because we are right by the Dallas-Fort Worth airport. But yeah, that's it for the Bedford area. We're gonna go ahead and jump over to our next suburb. Here's some stats and data on Bedford, Texas. Bedford has a population of 48,370 people. The commute time to Fort Worth is gonna be about 18 minutes. The commute time to the Dallas-Fort Worth airport is going to be about 10 to 15 minutes depending on traffic. The median home listing price is $385,000, while the median home sold price was $387,500. The current months of housing inventory is averaging 2 months. The school ratings for the Hearst Euless Bedford Independent School District was an A+ on niche.com, and it was ranked number 1 out of 896 schools for most diverse school districts in Texas. And it was ranked number 22 out of 883 schools for best school districts in Texas. And it was also ranked number 39 out of 912 schools for best places to teach in Texas. This ISD has 3 high schools, 5 middle schools, and 3 elementary schools. Trinity High School has an A on niche.com, and it was ranked number 246 out of 1,876 schools for best public high schools in Texas. And it has 2,665 students. LD Bell High School has an A- on niche.com, and it was ranked number 334 out of 1,876 schools for best public high schools in Texas. And it has 2,311 students. Now let's go ahead and jump into Weatherford. And the main road going through Weatherford, main highway, is going to be the I-20. And then you've got the 180 running east to west, and then the 171 running north to south. But of course that is, a pro. It's easy access in and out of the town. You've also got Lake Weatherford up here. If you're, if you own a boat or anything like that, it's easy access. If you are a traveler to the Dallas-Fort Worth Airport, because the Dallas-Fort Worth Airport's way over here. If you're looking, to travel a lot, Weatherford would definitely be a haul. You'd be taking the 20 out to the 820 over to the Dallas-Fort Worth Airport. Weatherford, you're typically going to get a lot more of a property for your money. So let's go ahead and jump into the properties in Weatherford to see affordability. So as we jump in here to affordability, $85,000. Let's see what that is. So this is definitely a fix and flip. This is not going to be move-in ready. So for $85,000, you can own this though. We've got 262, 425. Let's check out the 425. So again, like I said, you're going to be getting a lot more land. So this is 1.43 acres. The house is 2,076 square feet and was built in 2020. So this is a fairly new house, and it's 4 bedrooms and 2 baths. So as you can see from the aerial shot there, you've got quite a bit of land, and then you've got, wide open concept, got your kitchen, living room, dining room. Got a little office as soon as you come in. These people are definitely hunters. So yeah, this one was listed for $435 and then actually sold for $425. Let's see what else is out there. $700K. Let's see what $700K will get you. So it was originally listed for $719 and then actually sold for $700K. This one, again, more land, 2.29 acres, and the house is 2,952 square feet and was just built last year. Got some nice stone on the outside, beautiful entryway. So this is definitely going to be a modern house. Looks like the fan was taken from a helicopter. Nice little farm style sink. Yeah, this place is nice. For $700K, 1.65. Let's see what that is. So this one is on 7.3 acres, so you're getting more land, more of a house, of course, 3,078 square feet, and was built in 2007. Was originally listed at $1,895 and then sold for $1,650. So the highlight, all the colored areas, that is the lot. Looks like it shares kind of a little common pond. It looks like a barn dominium style house. You got the cowhide in the bathroom. That is an awesome tub with a claw feet. Huge pool. It's got its own barn. So this would be perfect for an equestrian. Is it equestrian? I think that's how you say it. 1.65 will get you in Weatherford. Median home sold price in Weatherford over the last 3 years was $428,950, and the original listing price over the last 3 years was $565,000. And the month's supply of inventory, of course, you've got your ups and downs, your highs and lows, going to directly correlate to interest rates, because when interest rates are high, you're going to have more housing inventory. As you can see, rates were coming up here, 5.8 months of inventory. Here's some stats and data on Weatherford, Texas. Weatherford has a population of 12,023 people. The commute time to Fort Worth is going to be about 40 to 50 minutes. And the commute time to the Dallas-Fort Worth Airport is going to be about 50 minutes to 1 hour. The median home listing price was $565,000, while the median home sold price was $428,950. The current months of housing inventory is averaging 5.9 months. The school ratings for the Weatherford Independent School District, or ISD, was a B on niche.com, and that ISD was ranked number 223 out of 807 schools for best school districts for athletes in Texas. And it was ranked number 451 out of 883 schools for best school districts in Texas. And that ISD was also ranked number 454 out of 896 schools for most diverse school districts in Texas. It has 1 high school, 2 middle schools, and 7 elementary schools. Weatherford High School has a B on niche.com, and it was ranked number 373 out of 1,641 schools for best high schools for athletes in Texas. And it has 2,525 students. And if you're looking at making a move, whether it be in 5 days or 5 months, feel free, reach out in the description below. All of our contact information is there. Feel free to send us a text, give us a call, or schedule a Zoom meeting with us, and we'd be happy to help you make a smooth transition to the Burleson, Texas area and the surrounding suburbs. So until next time, we'll see you again.